Waits. However, ruthless James Richardson, the bricklayer from Northamptonshire, when he's on, he can be dangerous. And he's got good memories of Germany, because Germany is the place where he made his one and only PDC final back in his first year with the PDC in 2011. Dan Dawson in the commentary box, stopping, collaborating and listening to Chris Murphy alongside me.
Yeah, James Richardson came through yesterday against John Henderson in what in truth wasn't the best of games. Henderson was disappointed with his performance, but Richardson got the job done. Gerwyn Price, I'm sure, will be a tougher
task. Let's go into throw first. Game on.
Because he is one of the in-form players on the PDC circuit this year.
57.
And if James Richardson is to beat Gerwyn Price today, he's going to have to do something. That's going to have to happen that hasn't happened to Gerwyn all year, which is lose 2 consecutive matches.
Well, that is quite a stat. I am hugely impressed with Gerwyn Price. In fact, such has been his rise. Look at this, James Richardson.
140.
Such has been his rise. Features, a little feature on Gerwyn Price and the Dart Show on ITV4 next week. Go on, watch that, man.
You've made it. You've made it.
58.
Yeah, so that stat will demonstrate he hasn't, apart from the very first event of the year, has never
85.
failed to win his first match.
Well, this is the thing with Gerwyn Price. He is not only getting better, but he's getting more consistent. And this is the sort of thing that Mensur Suljovic continued to do for a good couple of years, as he just went up and up and up the rankings and eventually found himself in the top
85, 10. Going to require 146.
And very, very nearly found himself in the Premier League. And Gerwyn Price has been taking out big finishes of late. Oh, unable to find the treble 18. Would have given him a dart at the double, but
94. Going
to come back and get 2 darts at double top. It is his favourite double, unless... Is it 2 darts at tops here from Richardson? It was. It was. I think it's the right way to go.
51.
I'm not sure the last dart is the right 52. Way to go, I have to say.
I think he liked the lie of the one before. We'll forgive him. We'll let him off. But I don't think Gerwyn Price will let him off.
He shows in the first leg. Gerwyn Price.
And he does not.
James to throw first. Game on.
Yeah, not a forgiving man is Gerwyn. Not on the dartboard, anyway.
100.
Well, yeah, semi-finalist at the German Darts Championship in Hildesheim, Gerwyn Price. Only beaten 6-5 by the eventual winner, Peter Wright.
And had a dart to beat him.
81.
Could have beaten
he did.
Peter Wright there.
Then a semi-finalist at Players' Championship 7, beaten by the eventual winner, Daryl Gurney. And the following day reached a quarter-final, lost out to Mervyn King as well. That just highlights what he's been doing all this year.
I mean, he does have 2 PDC titles to his name, one back-to-back ones
95.
last year. But he's now regularly reaching the latter stages of tournaments, and that's the first 180 from James Richardson. But you just get the feeling that he's giving himself chances in the latter stages of tournaments.
140.
And it's only a matter of time before he converts that to another title, and it could well be at one of these European Tour events.
They lost out to James Wade in Jena last week.
29.
Having seen off Max Hopp at this stage.
Yeah, did so quite impressively as well, dealing with a hostile German crowd. We all know that can be difficult, don't we, Brian Woods?
50. Danger required 92.
Well, electing not to go for a double-double finish this time, James Richardson.
May think that he's coming back. May think wrong, Dan.
He may do. Oh, well, it's clattered into the wire. I think it was the outside ring for the 25 rather than the one around the 50. Oh, last dart.
20.
And James Richardson is missing doubles, and he did miss a number of doubles against John Henderson. He just found that John Henderson missed more.
Price doesn't miss tops very much.
He hasn't missed again. Gerwyn Price.
Doubles his lead.
Yeah, James Richardson seeing off John Henderson in the opening round 6-3.
Good leg
Average
going
less
to
than
throw
84
first.
in a
Game
game
on.
littered with missed doubles. Gerwyn Price, the Welshman, not in as charitable a mood as big John Henderson.
139.
Not right now, at any rate.
Price has won the only previous meeting
60.
between this pair. That was back in 2014, and Price beat James Richardson 6-3 in a Players' Championship event.
55.
Yeah, a long while ago, and obviously Gerwyn Price, that was his first, it was only his 17th ranking event in the PDC. So Gerwyn Price really has changed as a
40.
player. Look what he's achieved since then. You map out his career and what he's done, how moved into the top 32 one year, followed that up with the top 16, won his first titles, first major title the following year after that. If you were going to plan a sensible and achievable career for yourself as a top darter, that would be
140.
that would be what you'd be aiming for, realistically. I mean, we all want to just turn up and win the World Championship as a qualifier, as a debutant, but
Yeah, well, if you know, Price's plan,
140.
maybe the next thing on the list is to win a European Tour title.
I think that's an achievable aim, certainly, and quite a realistic one. But you see that little bark from James Richardson to keep him interested in this, but he's relying on Gerwyn Price missing tops, and he just doesn't do it very much.
Gerwyn Price will pick James to throw first.
And that bark from James Richardson was made to look like the yelp of a chihuahua compared to the Rottweiler of Gerwyn Price in celebrating
60.
that.
$125.
Not a lot in the averages here. It's only 92, plays 88. But the thing is, Gerwyn Price, we're nearly 94 and 86
60.
now. But the thing is, although James Richardson has been there or thereabouts every time, Gerwyn Price is taking out the shots under pressure. He knows it has to go, and most of the time, it has gone.
96.
That's why he finds himself 3-0 up here.
Well, Richardson's missed 3 darts of double, but they all came in the same leg.
80.
What I like about Gerwyn Price, he's got a bottle. He's got a lot of bottle. I mean, nothing illustrates that better than that 160 he took out against Ian White in the quarterfinals of the UK Open. But that is Gerwyn Price's first 180. Leaves himself on 100 for a 2-darter to break the throw again and go 4-0 up. And he's going to get
100.
a couple of visits here. Surely this is going to go.
Well, double top, double 10 doesn't care which double Gerwyn Price hits them all.
Fifth leg going to throw first.
The Iceman
Game
turning
on.
up the heat on the man who's partial to a Vindaloo or two.
45.
And I tell you what, Gerwyn, I don't think he's going to score one more than you today, James Richardson.
95.
Been a rapid start to this afternoon session, rattling through these matches.
Yeah, Bunting a 6-1 winner against Burnt Royth. Ian White didn't waste any time in seeing off Warwick Sheffer 6-3.
43.
Wins for the Englishman there, but it looks as if the Englishman James Richardson is not going to continue that trend, because it is Gerwyn Price from Markham in Wales
90.
who is in charge of this one. Granted, Richardson's got himself a healthy lead in this leg against the Price throw.
60.
Maybe the levels just dipped a touch from Gerwyn Price, but a 4-0 head start against a man his short-term aim is to get in the top 16, and he is just fractions away from it at the moment, Gerwyn Price. And I only see him going up in the rankings. I think
99.
if he continues to improve like this, then he could be a top 10 player, and who knows?
Yeah, well, Simon Whitlock holds that spot at the moment. He's in action later on, of course. The seeded players don't win in this
100.
round, don't add to their ranking money.
A bit of added pressure, and of course Simon Whitlock plays Darren Webster, whom he came up against in the World Championship and was battered
94.
by the Little East Anglian.
Change record 161.
Can't beat Webster's.
Oh, look what he's left.
65, going you require 160.
Well, this was a shot. They knocked out Ian White in the quarterfinals of the UK Open.
Oh,
He must have been getting flashbacks when the first start went in.
he has made a habit of
140,
taking out these big finishes
96.
at crucial times, Gerwyn Price. This has to be double-double, isn't it? Well, no. Curious that he'd go double-double earlier in the game and then
48.
decline it for the next two times.
Especially
You
going
require
for
20.
a smaller target that would achieve the same score.
He's short in the
Serious.
fifth leg. Gerwyn Price.
And Gerwyn Price, well,
Six leg
he was
James
100
to
points
throw
behind on his own
first. Game
throw,
on.
and he turned that around there. And look at that, 71% on the doubles. And he's
60.
not, that's what's got him out of jail here, because he's not scored like he can. It's not like we saw Ian White earlier on against Warwick Sheffer, who was very, very dangerous in and around the treble 20 right the way through the
81.
game. Gerwyn Price is only averaging 95 with his first 9 darts, and we've seen him average, 25 points higher than that on a number of occasions. That is better from James Richardson. It's 3 180s, but there's barely a celebration from him, because I think he feels that this game has slipped away from him.
Yeah, White
99.
posting the first ton-plus average of this tournament.
And a strong one at that, 103.1.
91.
Heading for a whitewash, and if he does win this, he'll take on Alan Norris or Dimitri van den Berg, the young Belgian who also had a 6-0 win
100.
yesterday.
You require 170.
Although Richardson had 6 starts from 170 to prevent
130.
6-0 defeat.
Well, it's a perfect setup from James Richardson. If he wasn't going to take it out, that's the best he could hope for. Gerwyn Price
65.
gets himself down to a finish
You require
where he
40.
wouldn't need the bullseye. Richardson has missed 5 darts at doubles in this game. But he doesn't miss a 6. He does get a first leg on the board, so it's something for James Richardson. But it may be too little too late. Lost his tour card,
60.
James Richardson, for a year. Didn't have one in 2015. It's actually his son that kind of inspired him to get back on the practice board. He said he wasn't doing much. He wasn't really that interested. Lost the
41.
hunger for it. But his son Josh, who had success in the JDC, wasn't it? The Junior Darts Corporation. Got him back
85.
playing again and playing very well. Came through Q School.
Yeah, it's not been in terrible form. He reached a quarter-final of the last Players' Championship event.
83.
Lost out to the eventual winner, Joe Cullen.
Well, Joe playing some very good darts at the minute. I'll not mention last weekend.
55.
Yeah, that quarter-final that James Richardson had, that was the first one since he made his one quarter-final on the European
96.
Tour back in March last year, the German Darts Masters. So, a welcome return to form for Ruthless.
59.
But it doesn't look as if he's going to follow it up with another run on the Euro Tour here this weekend. But it might happen. Oh, now then!
Well, that's 4 180s from Richardson. Gets him down to a reasonable finish.
140. And you require
Price hits back. He's
101.
only one behind.
69. Going you require 102.
He gets a shot. 102 for the match.
Can still do it. Treble 19. Oh, would have left his favourite tops. But he at least asked the
78.
question of James Richardson, who has
22.
missed doubles in this match. And continues to miss them. But saves his skin last start again. And James Richardson has got to break a throw, and it's 2 legs on the spin, throwing to make it 3, and maybe this is not
60.
quite over just yet.
Well, Price must be feeling frustrated, on the verge of a whitewash.
134.
Finds himself still up on the stage and on the receiving end of
180.
a fifth 180 from James Richardson, who roared louder than the crowd after hitting it.
Well,
59.
Gerwyn's just become a bit subdued. He hasn't had much to shout about. James Richardson's fired in 5 180s in this game, and he's getting louder. And he might be starting to believe this is happening, you know. is going on? It's a 43-year-old bricklayer from
70,
Northamptonshire that is intimidating this massive cube of muscle that used to play professional rugby. He's just chucked in an 11 darter and he's having a real go at him here.
Well, can he shout his way to an unlikely victory? 5-0 down. Found some kind of zone.
85.
Well, you do see players, go into these purple patches and get in the zone and start hitting everything. It's how long it lasts, and it's a big ask for James Richardson to do it for 6 consecutive legs from 5-0 down. You would think there's going to be a chance for Gerwyn Price somewhere along the line. Maybe it's this leg.
The one big visit from Price would put him firmly in pole position, but can't leave a finish now.
60.
And James Richardson could. But he won't. But he does find a treble somehow with that last dart.
Well, the averages have really come together, haven't they? Very little in it now.
58.
58 from Gerwyn Price. He does at least leave a finish. Richardson's on a 2-darter though, and this has got very, very interesting. 164's not going. James Richardson will look at the 93.
Will he gamble
64.
on the 19s, or will he go
93
for the bullseye? He's gambled. Double now, surely. Well, he hasn't. Found the treble and the double.
Shot and a knife leg, James Richardson.
That's a break of throw, and he's throwing
10th leg, James to throw
to turn a
first.
5-0 deficit into parity and a last leg shootout.
Well, we're going to learn a little bit about Gerwyn Price here, won't we? Because James Richardson genuinely believes that he can win this game now, when he certainly did not 4 or 5 legs into it. He looked resigned to defeat.
$125.
Barking at scores of 125, James Richardson. Now then, you'll see a celebration if this goes in. He was winding up for it and the dart hadn't even reached the board.
I think he missed the last dart by celebrating before it had thrown it. And Richardson, well, we all know what he thought about that.
James Richardson has hit 7 180s in this game. This is a quite astonishing comeback.
James Richardson, 96.
For another 11-dart leg, James Richardson, well, 76 remain. 8 for a 12-darter.
80.
Well, he's going to come back and have another go at that to take us all the way to a deciding leg. He lost the first 5. James Richardson may be about to claim the 5th in a row to take us all the way. And there it is. James Richardson has stormed back from nowhere with the help of 7 maximums. And Gerwyn Price, the UK Open finalist, is in all sorts of bother. I have rarely seen Gerwyn anything other
57.
than aggressive and trying to dominate on stage. And right now, there's this little bloke from Rushton who is doing all the shouting and stomping about.
58.
Well, is it a pre-planned ploy from James Richardson to roar for every chance he gets against Gerwyn Price, who we know has been embroiled
100.
in a little bit of needle now and again?
That was a half-hearted fist clench there.
Well, he's losing in the celebrating stakes.
140.
And he could end up losing, surrendering a 5-leg lead.
Well, James Richardson may have come out with a plan
85.
to celebrate loudly every big shot he has. I don't think he came out with a plan to go 5-0 down. But it's worked so far. However,
43.
this is still very much in the balance. Well, he's not going to leave a finish, is he?
59.
Oh.
Well, Richardson now to take control. He's going the right way about it. Could he?
140.
Leaves him Shanghai for the match. A shot that I'm not sure many of the 3,000 fans here in Saarbrücken ever thought they would
60.
see James Richardson have a chance at.
120.
to complete a remarkable comeback. Double top for the match for James Richardson. Oh,
Gerwyn, you require
will Gerwyn
40.
Price get a dart at the same target? He will not. All he can do is set it up
60.
and hope that James
Gerwyn, you
Richardson
require 40.
is as far away with the next 3 darts. Still double top. He is as far away. Can he find it now?
20.
Pull this one low, and this time
Gerwyn, you
Price
require 80.
should get a shot.
he may not. He may not. 77 remain. Oh, he's going to get a match dart. Gerwyn Price, he'll take his time. What an absolute heartbreaker this would be for James Richardson, and what an escape for Gerwyn Price. But it is
60.
not to be. Richardson, having missed
20.
4 match darts, survived one himself, is looking at double 5. Still double 5. Oh my word!
Well, what a ridiculous
Gerwyn,
end
you require 20.
to an incredible match. Now Gerwyn Price gets a chance again. And the crowd are on Richardson's side. Listen to the roar if this goes in. If this goes in.
Game, shot.
And there it is.
And the match,
Gerwyn Price,
Gerwyn Price.
5-0 down. James Richardson roared back into it to tie up at 5-all, but a string of missed starts from both of them the decider, and Gerwyn Price finally gets the job done on double 10. And didn't he let us know about it? Gerwyn Price, well, he survived the great escape from James Richardson, and perhaps a lucky escape from him. He's through to take on Norris or Vandenberg. Let's hear from the Iceman now.
Was für eine verrückte Partie. 5:0 führt Gerwyn Price.